Hello everybody, how's it going? It's me, Krendor, and today I want to talk about some of the Warhammer community announcement that happened, I think like last week, not that long ago. A whole bunch of stuff got announced for various Warhammer categories, and one of them I'm very excited about. Some of them I'm like, that's pretty cool, and others I'm like, whatever. So, some big things here. The Lumineth Realm-lords have gotten a bunch of new models. They look pretty cool. Now, honestly, I'm not a big elf person, so I think they look cool, but I'm not going to be getting them, but I'm excited to see other people get them and do stuff. I do, however, like their scenery piece. I think the waterfall is really cool. It's like floating in the air. It's kind of like Nagrand and WoW, you know, with the water falling off the floating islands. I like that a lot. That's really cool. Here's some other cool stuff. You got like the crazy mounts that they have. You got like someone with an owl. That's pretty neat on top of them. And you got a sword and a staff. And then you got a super wizard here with a lamp post. You got a guy flying on a cloud, doing the old Wukong. And then you got the this crazy banner. Like, oh my god. And then you got this. This might be the craziest one yet. It's like a floating goat fox man. I actually have no idea, but they have like the vortex tornado, and it's spiraling up. This model's crazy. This is what I wish new Beast of Chaos models were. Whenever we get new Beast of Chaos models in, never. So that'll be neat. And then one weird announcement was they did the Order Battle Tome Lumineth Realm-lords, even though they literally just came out with one like 5 months ago or something. So it's like, hey, here's the next new battle tome. And it's like, wait, wasn't that like one of the last battle tomes released? And it was. So I guess that one was just really bad or something, and they just made a new one. So, or maybe they're just redoing a bunch of units. I honestly just, it's. I mean, cool. It's weird, but, you know, I mean, hey, anytime there's something new coming out, it's still pretty neat. What do they have to say about it? Alongside these new units comes an updated battle tome, packed with lore, war scrolls, allegiance abilities, and the followers of Teclis? If you've already taken a plunge, you can get the war scrolls for the new units in the Broken Realms book. There's never been a better time. So like if you have the old book, I guess you get the war scrolls for free or something. Okay. Then there's some new, Nighthaunt. This one's really cool. There's one of the new Nighthaunt, models. Nighthaunt Challenge Stormcast. Oh, wait. This is Cruelgast Cruciator. And once mortals, these phantasmal beings met a gruesome end through the foulest torture imaginable. Someone poured out their Agrax Earthshade in front of their very eyes. That's pretty bad. That's not good. Pretty cool looking model, though. I like that a lot. And then there's Stormcast, which, you know, if you know me, you know I'm not really into, you know, humans. Not a big human model person. Not really into, like, Space Marines or Stormcast or any of that, but if you are, it looks pretty cool. And then this guy looks really cool. The White King with the skeletons. That looks awesome, especially because I think a lot of the skeletons are really outdated. But here's what I'm excited about. The Mob of Mork. Headcracker's Mad Mob. And I'm excited for this, primarily because some of these models I can actually use in Age of Sigmar for, like, playing the game. For example, this archer could probably be a bowboy, right? Like, if you bought like 100 of these boxes, you could run 100 bowboys. I mean, if you bought, actually, how many would you need? Maybe if you bought like 30. Okay, here's what I think you should do. Games Workshop. If you make models like this, right? And they're for Underworld, why not just, you know, it doesn't even have to be a different variation. Just, like, take this model and be like, here's, I forgot what they're called. Is it Bowboys? Or Savage. I need to look this up. Archers. Savage Orruk. Arrow Boys. Okay, Arrow Boys. So, yeah. I mean, you've already got them. You've already got the model made. So, like, why not just make 30 of these and, like, put them in a box? Right? Or even 20. Take 20 and put them in a box. And then, I don't know how hard it is to make different variations of this guy, but, like, you've already got this model. So, like, maybe do one where he's, like, putting the arrow behind his back and, like, he's got the bow down or something. Like, just tweak it a little bit. And then you got, like, it's whatever you do, it's going to be better than the, like, 2004 Savage Arrow Boy Orruks. Because they're just old and outdated. I would just love the ability to buy, like, a whole pack of these and run them. And then this guy's really cool because he's kind of like a war doc mixed with, God, I can't remember any of these. Orruk. War. Doc. There's the Wargog Prophet. That's it. He's kind of like the mixture of the Wargog Prophet and the War Doc. Because he's got a very similar staff. He's kind of got the whole feathers popping out from all over. He's got the little loincloth. But then, if you look up the War Doc, he's kind of got more of a War Doc stance, where his one foot's up in the air. Well, I guess his foot's up in the air, too. But, I mean, it's one of those things where I think you could use him as either one, which is pretty cool. You could use him as the War Doc or the Wargog Prophet. So that's pretty cool. However, you probably couldn't use him as the Wargog Prophet because he doesn't have his little squig guy, right? Because he's actually got the little squig there. So I mean, you could literally just buy a little squig guy and like glue him on, and there you go. You know, you could proxy or do something, or just be like, it's there. He's just the create. I don't know. You could play around with it as long as you're not playing with somebody that's like sweaty. That's like, actually, if he doesn't have it, then I'm like, okay, I wouldn't want to play with that person anyway. Yeah, this guy is pretty cool. Here's one of the first ones they showed off. I like him a lot. Hopefully, he's got some cool like Age of Sigmar things. I'm just happy because like the Savage Orruks are one of my favorite orc armies. And they're finally getting models. So this guy's really cool. And then this dude's all right. Like, he's got the thing. He's got some of that. I think he could probably be a... man, what are the melee guys called for that? The Orruk War Clans. I like how I know none of them, even though I like actually have the army. I mean, Savage Orruks. Oh, the Moor Boys. That's what I was thinking of. There's Savage Orruks, which are literally just, you know, melee Orruks. And then there's the Orruk Moor Boys. So I think, from the looks of it, he looks like he could be... well, I mean, you could probably play him as either one. Although I think the Orruk Moor Boys have dual wielding, and I think the Orruks are more like one big weapon and a shield, or they just have one big... I don't know. I'd have to look into it more. All I know is I made most of my Savage Orruks Arrow Boys because my melee guys, I run the Orruk War Clans, so most of them are just Iron Jaw units. So it's like, I don't really want the, you know... So I'd rather have some sort of ranged unit that's like... And then you roll like 80 dice. So, I mean, overall, this is the unit I'm most excited for. And it's kind of what I'm doing with the Seraphon one, because there's a Skink Priest in there, right? So I'm going to obviously use that as a Skink Priest. Then there's the Chameleon Skink, and if I buy 5 of those, I can just run a unit of 5 Chameleon Skinks and have all of them be new models. That's really neat. And like that's another thing. They could just take 5 of that model, package it up, and sell it instead of selling the like 2001 Finecast Chameleon Skinks. Or at least have the option of doing it, right? Like, it seems like an easy thing to do, you know? You know? Okay. And then, there's the Warhammer Underworld. And, Cursed City. Cursed City actually looks pretty neat. Heroic Quest and Doom City. And, it seems like it's kind of like a role-playing game or something. Like a D&D Warhammer campaign thing. So looks like you got some heroes here. All looking pretty cool. I believe this is one of the Wood Elf Sylvaneth archers, and then you got, there's like a necromancer mage dude. Looks like a healer, big ogre man. So you got some options. She's got like an eagle cloak. That's pretty cool. And then you look at some of these other things. There's like bats, like a bunch of bats flying around. You got rats. These could probably proxy for Skaven stuff somehow because they look pretty cool. You got some zombie axemen. You got some skeleton guys. That's pretty cool. I like those. You got more skeletons. You got more skeletons. So honestly, if you play like a skeleton army, here you go. You got, they're just like, again, you could literally just package these up and be like, this is for the like the skeleton army. There's like some cool zombies. Which I guess the skeleton army would just be, why can't I remember any of these? God, it's the, are they just the Death Army? No, would it be Legions of Nagash? There's the Bone Reapers, but yeah, I guess, I think it, yeah, it could be like Legions of Nagash, right? Because they have, Skeleton Horde. Yeah, so it would be, Legions of Nagash. So that's pretty cool. We'll just run them in the Legions. And bloop. And we're back here. Then we go down a bit more. And you got some, there's Radikar the Wolf. And those closest to him. It's not going to be easy to save Ulfenkarn from Vampire Lords, Crazy Scientists, and Dark Twister Gravekeepers. So he's got this crazy wolf pelt thing. This dude's got a crow and a fox and a bat. He's like Radagast, the dark, I don't know, he's like a dark wizard instead of a brown wizard. I don't know. You got Skeleton Man. You got crazy monster gargoyle thing. You got this dude who's actually, it's pretty neat. He's got like, it's almost like he came out of his coffin or something and things stuck to his face. That's pretty neat. He's got like a shovel spear. Like another, that's a cool model. He's got a hook hand. Then you got this vampire guy. You got this vampire guy. You got this vampire. And that's a lot of stuff. So you got 8 heroes, 42 hostiles, a lot of which can be used in Sigmar armies. You got objective markers, which actually would be really nice because I could use some objective markers. War Scroll book, counter token, 28 dice, board tile, secret envelope, plus all the cards you need to play. There's a lot of stuff in this box. This is really cool. And that's pretty much all the announcements for this thing. But a lot of cool stuff. A lot of cool stuff. I wanted to go over it, and I wanted to rant about how I want those types of things to be in their own boxes. You know what I mean? I just want to be able to buy like 20 Arrow Boys that have good models instead of having to buy 20 of these. Although, granted, they'd make more money if I had to buy 20 of those. So, I don't know. Either way, thanks for listening to me rant. Thanks for watching. If you're new here, subscribe. Comment on what you think down below. Click the bell, be notified when I upload. And, yeah. Okay. Okay. See you.